Actually, one o'clock. Just the alley that we pulled into. Philadelphia, it smells so good in the morning.
Yeah. Every time I'm in Philadelphia in the morning, you can't help but think of dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
The Art Museum.
That was one of the greatest movies ever.
It was awesome.
I would love to have been in that movie with friggin' that Steve was in, The Expendables.
Which one's that?
That's when it's Sly put him in. Mickey's in it. Mickey Rourke's in it.
Oh, I just heard about that. Didn't he injure Sly's neck or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know about that. But Steve said that when you talk about alpha males,
Oh yeah.
he would be the top of the list. You know, he's just such a powerful cat. He's the only guy to spend a lot of time with. He got to be buddies with Eric Roberts.
Oh wow, I remember him from old days.
Did you ever see Eric Roberts in
He was a gangster. The
Prince of Greenwich Village?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Cut off my finger, Tony. My finger.
I just watched it again.
That's a great movie.
It was amazing, man.
I haven't seen that movie since I was little. It's this building here. You just gotta figure out how to get in.
It totally holds up, which is always the thing. Does a movie hold up after 25 years?
Right.
That does. Let's see, I call. Let's see, she put my number in here.
This is 400 Market Street, right?
Yeah. I guess it was 97, 98. Whatever it was, they weren't doing any, you know, the company would, you know,
Who's
do
that?
major, WCW.
Oh, okay.
Would do major stuff for Hogan, of course, and, you know, and the biggest stars, you know.
Right.
But the beginning of 97, I knew I had some shit going on. And we'll walk away from this.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. What else, you know? But I wanted to start getting the PR, you know, and starting to develop, you know, awareness.
Right.
And I hooked up with a girl named Carol Imperiali.
It's all about branding.
It is. And that's what's so big about what I'm doing right now. And you know I could go off on a rant talking about shit, but watch how I talk about this because I can talk in detail. And then when I go to the show and I've got 4 minutes.
Right.
Then it's, you know, and you know me, man, I'm a
You can
freaking
talk.
storyteller. I got to be able to, it's conditioning.
How long is this guy giving you? Do you know?
I don't know.
I think you'll be on for a while.
Which should be great. You know, I'll stay as long as I can.
Right, exactly.
I'll stay till he throws me out. Because there's so many things I can talk to.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Joe, shot it.
What do you do with the show, Shaq?
Intern. I just started like 2 weeks ago. I just pretty much answer phone calls and do whatever they tell me to do.
That's how you freaking learn. What's your goal?
Well, I go to Penn State right now. I'm graduating this semester. I want to open my
Shitty
own
school.
business. Shitty school?
Busted your balls, man. You ripping me?
You need to do a diamond cutter?
Penn State. You got to put that over, man. So what do you want to do? Your own business? So it's not radio.
Yeah. Well, who knows? I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I want to do like my own business, and I don't mind working for someone. If I can start a business and start, you know, like putting someone as a manager and have them take care of it, make money on the side, why not?
Right.
I don't mind working for the man and being the man at the same time. You know?
It's a good goal, though, brother. Now I'm specific. You got to nail what it is, though.
I
think we're on the wrong one.
That ain't
Yeah.
freaking present.
There you go. Now hit that fucker.
How long's Danny been in town for? Doing the show in Philly?
I think like over a year now.
Yeah.
It hasn't been long.
He's number one show, right, in Philly?
I think MMR is actually slightly. They go back and
We won't
forth with
tell you.
ratings. They go back and forth with ratings. I think that's the main competitor to 93.3.
We're having 1 hour sleep, man. I feel fucking great.
I know, I didn't sleep at all.
What do you do? Work out in the morning or?
No, I just freaking, I didn't do anything this morning. I was trying to sleep on. I've been on this tour for 5 days. Where are we going? Between Danny's voice and my voice.
You guys do sound and look exactly the same.
We're like twin brothers, separated at birth.
Do you live in New Jersey right now or?
No, I live in LA. I'm going to Jersey after my sister lives there. My mom lives there, you know. Spring Steve country, you know.
Yeah. How long are you in town for?
Today, tomorrow, I'm doing a TV show, Washington, talk LA, talk Philly, and then
Take a CPS.
talk Philly, and then I'm off for the day. And two of my very best friends I grew up high school with. One lives in just about 40 minutes outside the city. The other one lives about 40 minutes south of the city. So they're both coming in. We'll get to hang out. We'll stay at my buddy's house. The other one's coming from Jersey. Then I just got another show. It's a 10 o'clock show. I'm not sure what the name of it is because my girl just got it last night. And it's all about promoting the brand. We got going with the YRG fitness system and
That's
stuff.
nice though. That's interesting though, because like I like the idea behind it because the guys kind of don't, stay away from yoga. Like that scares them. Like me, when I hear yoga, I'm probably the most ADD person.
Well, for me,
Thank you.
For me,
Awesome. Uh-huh.
for me, I was the guy first 42 years who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga. I mean, we're from the same area,
Yeah.
And we just don't think like that. But that's also 10 years ago too. And the feel is starting to change, especially in your bigger cities like Chicago, down in the areas of Florida, New York, LA's always been like that, anywhere in California. But this ain't yoga. This is a piece of yoga. It's yoga based in elements, but it's got Pilates, mixed martial arts, old school slow burn calisthenics. Like, do I look like I lift weights? I don't
No?
do anything. No. And that's don't pump. That's just me doing that. That shows it all. And 230 pounds, just mean and lean, the best. Really, you see, I'll do some flexibility stuff while I'm talking on the phone just to freak them out. And, core strength. With yoga, you lower down. You do cobra, you go into down dog. That was boring to me. So I lower down for 3, I hold for 3, I push up for 3, come down for 3, hold for 3, then go into cobra, down dog, and then do something else. Then I built a 5, then I built a 10, then build sets of 10. Now this is for warriors. This is not the beginning of a workout. But anybody can do it because what they can do is stay there on their knees. They can go in the safety zone. There's, it's all about getting to the end and modifying, making it your own. I don't know if I'll do it today, but I did it for this show. It's on in Boston. And I told her I could lower down. She goes, "We call that chaturanga." I said, "I call it crocodile." And I said, "My core strength's so strong, I can just kick my feet up in the air and hang there." She's like, "Get out of here." I went, "Okay." And then I did it. She's like, "Oh my God," tell her.
I want to know though? When did you cut your hair? That is a weird question, but when did you cut your hair?
It was right around 99, and I got such a bad haircut. I was so pissed off, and I just went, you know what? It's so fried from the bleach and shit, that I just called the producer and told him you're there. I did. I'm in. It's she's like my sister, making sure I'm taken care of. But I wish I'd done it 2 years before, only because I had so much, the reason why I changed my name legally to Dallas Page was because cops were pulling me over occasionally and not recognized me, and I always got away. And the last guy I had to say to him, I go, "This is my car I'm using," so I was speeding, And I said, I'm Diamond Dallas Page, a wrestler, and they give me the car. He goes, "DDP, I recognize you without the hair." I was like, that made me go right there. I'm getting the name change. It was about 7 years ago. So I'm in LA and I just got it done. And I'm talking to my buddy Rich Minzer, and when I'm sober, I drive like an idiot. I'm all over the place. I'm ADD. I'm just doing 6 things at one time. And we were at Hollywood Vine, and we wanted to go to this club. And there's red light and all this traffic. We weren't able to turn, so I just U-turned as soon as the light turned green. Woo! Now I know I'm getting that ticket, So I just pull out my shit, drive around the corner, hand it to him. He looks at it, he goes, "Dallas Page." He goes, "Why do I know that name?" And I went, "Man, where you been?" Gave me back the license. I was like, I looked at my buddy Rich. I just told him the story. I changed my name because cops were recognizing me and wouldn't pull me over.
You should just pull out your action figure.
Like
that.
Yeah, one of the favorite stories I had about that was I'm at Houston's, just got done eating, and I'm out online, getting your car, and a lady looks back at me and she goes, "Oh my God, You're on my keychain. It was a little
That's awesome.
so funny, man. I said, I love you.
You met DDP?
What's your name, man?
I'm Tommy.
Hey, Tom.
Actually, I have a friend of mine that knows you, Gary. He does those beer shows online.
Gary.
I'm
What's
sure
his...
his last name. He does this internet show.
Gary Vaynerchuk? Or no? Just wine? Wine?
Yeah, I think he does that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know Gary,
Yeah,
yeah.
he does. It's shows
Crush
like,
It? You wrote a book called Crush It or no?
The book should be coming out.
I just bought that book yesterday, if that's it.
I don't know. I just know his name's Gary, and he told me he knows you. He actually gave me your phone number to talk to you about being in a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He called me, in fact, he called me about a movie about not too long ago, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Is that the movie you were talking about? Yeah.
Young guy, right?
No.
No.
No,
He's-
older?
He's like in the mid-40s,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh, never mind. There's this guy that does wine, and he has an internet show. His name's Gary Vaynerchuk.
No. His last name starts with an M, I think.
I know it. I can't remember right this second, but I know exactly what you're talking
My
about.
friend Derek hit you up and said he knows none of the big parts, and next time we try to work.
Yeah, right now I've done so much independent work, and I've got such a great reel that unless it's going to pay me at least a couple grand to do it,
No,
you know,
yeah, no, I
and
understand.
it's a decent role, I just don't have the time, you know, I got too much to do.
And that's what he said. He's like, we didn't want to like insult you with a small
Right.
role or something.
As a matter of fact, I have I'm supposed to go back and meet with some producers next week about a movie called Hercules. I've already had my first meeting with them, and now it's the next deal is to get to the director. And this is a buddy of mine who I met years ago. Every role I got out there, from even with the movie with Rob Zombie, was what's up, man?
Hi, folks.
How are you?
Metro. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you
Hi,
so
Jeff.
much for coming in. You are huge. Thank you
I
so
was
much for
huge.
coming in,
I'm
guys.
medium.
So give me just a couple minutes and we're going to bring you on in.
So I'm ready whenever you want, man.
Cool.
You got mine if the camera comes in with us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
we'll
check
have
it.
ours running too.
But he got me in a meeting in every room with every director, and 9 out of 10 of them, I got the spot.
Oh, cool.
And the other one I just wasn't right for. But now this is a thing for Hercules, and one of his bandolero guys, whatever the hell they're called. So it's not bandolero, his cronies. And then I want one of the heel spots because it's a $100 million movie, and if I get it, and they're not going for any real big names, so it's so totally character driven, and there must be there's a lot of characters. So
Do you know Jeff Armstrong?
Jeff Armstrong, what I know him from.
I think he was trying to work with you on a reality show, like maybe a couple years back.
I've had a few people hit me about reality
He used to
shows.
work with a band apart, Quentin company.
I know the name, and I want to say no, but
It's weird that there's like a couple people I know that know you. It's like that circle, 6
degrees of separation thing.
So
are you officially done wrestling or no?
You're never officially done wrestling. Nick Bockwinkel still isn't officially done wrestling. But I would say officially in the capacity of being full-time with any company.
Okay.
I wouldn't sign not even a year deal. If someone wanted me to come in, given the opportunity to host Raw, I would love to do that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I would do that. If Bish wanted me to come down and do like a program for like a month or two at TNA, that was going to, be great for me and great for them, which, I know that there's only so many names they're going to be able to pull up on that show that's going to make people care and tune in.
I just saw recently TNA. Have you seen what they've been doing or no?
I haven't been watching lately. I only saw the first day.
Let me fill you in on this. I don't watch that much. Not a big fan, but you know what they did, of course, with Bret Hart, how he spit in McMahon's face.
Right.
I think it was last week. They did the same exact thing, except Kurt Angle spit in Hogan's face because somebody reversed Kurt Angle's move, and Kurt Angle didn't even tap out. And they just rang the bell, and Herb Hebner was the ref. And then Kurt Angle starts, beep, beep, what the beep? Hogan, you screwed me over. I quit. It spit in Hogan's face. And it was just like the Bret Hart thing. So I'm like, I'm not too crazy about that.
Well, it's one of those things that you're talking about it.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Hey, that's what it is, though. I love it.
That is the business.
Yeah.
Whatever you could talk about. The things that was so great when it was so over in the 90s was, when Hall came in out of nowhere, no one ever expected that or seen it coming. Okay. And then Kev came later, and Hogan flipped. And really, the first big one was Lex, though. He was scheduled on. He was scheduled on TV that day. He was on the sheet. Vince didn't get it. Hey, Ty, sign your damn contract. Where's he going?
Right.
The WCW.
He debuted at Mall of America in the Minnesota show.
Yep, and he showed up, and the place went insane. So that was a great spot for Lex. But there was just so many things that were so pivotal that happened over that period. And the only two real stars that came out of that, that was me and Goldberg. And all the other stars were already pretty much situated. And had their spot. So it was a hell of a run, man. It was a hell of a run. I'm thankful every day that I had it, and I'm healthy as fuck because of YRG and the way I eat, and don't party 4 nights a week anymore either. Is Danny? Is he sober now, or is he?
He's not allowed to drink on the show. He's not allowed to drink on the show.
But he's not technically sober.
Drinks.
Yeah, because to me too. I drink. I was just curious.
Yeah, they'll be at the bar tomorrow. I'm sure he'll probably have a few drinks or something. But yeah, it must be definitely cool when you see people going like this all over the place, breaking their brother's necks with the diamond cutter.
There's 2 great stories I have about that. One is Canyon has brought this guy up to meet Robbie at Bash at the Beach in a '97. It was the diamond cutter was so over, man. He said he brought this guy, Mike, I can't remember his last name. He came up to me, he goes, tell him what you did. And he goes, well, me and my buddies just drove 8 hours in from college, and we ain't got any money, so we all put $5 in the kitty, and the first guy to give an unsuspecting person a diamond cutter wins the $40.
That's awesome.
And he did it to a guy on the beach with his hands on his hips.
Hey, good to see you.
What's up, man?
How are you?
Feel like I've known you all my life.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Well, nice to meet you.
Danny, a pleasure.
How you doing?
Howdy. How are you? Nice to see you.
Would you give me anyone who has energy drinks? Anyone? On the back, yeah. No problem.
Well, not that fucking berry shit. Besides that, one of the yellow ones. I'm good, man.
Given day,
Very interested in this.
6 or 7 people that would like
That's
to
you. That's why I'm random pieces of paper.
Alright, so we're right to Mr. Page here.
Can you hear that fast? I know. We have wireless.
I'm going to show you something.
DDP.
I am excited for 2 big reasons at 7 o'clock, by the way. It's 7 o'clock on the nose. I'm excited for 2 reasons. I'm a giant fan of the man I'm about to introduce, but I'm a giant fan of his wrestling techniques, some of the things I've seen him do in, God, everywhere. The WCW, the WWE, and TNA, everywhere. He's from Point Pleasant, New Jersey, and you know him, you love him, ladies and gentlemen. Diamond Dallas Page! The second reason I'm excited is you're not here as a wrestler to just, see that guitar?
Yeah.
Who bashed that over my head?
That was Tommy Dreamer.
And that wasn't even a rigged guitar, because he started freaking out when I said I can take it. He goes, dude, I want to get the ribbons out. I said, I don't have time. He changed his mind. I said, I can totally take this. He had to hit me twice with it to get it to smash. It really hurt.
When Honky Tonk hit Jake with the guitar the first time back in the 80s, it screwed his neck up, so you're really lucky.
It hurt my neck a little bit, but I started forgetting things like for 3 days. I would just be going, honey, what are we having for dinner? And she'd go, pot roast. And I'd say, great. And I'd do something. I'd go, honey, what are we having for dinner? And then it would get worse. She'd say pot roast, and I'd forget that I liked it. And I'd go, I don't think I like pot roast. And really, it screwed me up for a couple days. But you are not here. Well, you are here as a wrestler, because, and I do want to talk to you about the possibility of you going back to TNA. But I want to get this out of the way, because I have been hurt on this show. I mean, not hurt, but things that would hurt a guy that gets hurt.
Well, we've thrown you through a table. We've put a steel chair across your back.
Yeah, they broke a steel chair. Who are they?
That would be Team 3D did that.
They did the chair to the back thing with a steel folding chair?
Right.
Okay,
Bubba and D-Bot.
Right. I am nuts, but I've done the chair gag a bunch of times. And if you do things right, you should be able to do. Everything hurts. Let me get that out of the way right now. You're going to say wrestling's not real. Go ask one wrestler over 28 years old if he has any of his own real knees left, okay? It's one of the hardest games in town. But there are things you can do right and things you can do wrong. And I'm telling you, when you take the folding metal chair and the metal chair breaks, the guy that hit you did something wrong. So you're the first wrestler in here, or any man of your size, because I resent you for being so tall. I'm a little
You're
tiny guy,
massive.
you are massive. I kind of hate you for it. But let's get that out of the way right now. Diamond Davis, not in
Dave?
I'm just thinking about David.
David, you want this
I was
rolling
thinking
in?
about
Good God.
Zitty Bop! Zitty Bop! Now he's here with the chair on the other end. Diamond Dallas Page is not in here to break any of my bones. Bang!
He's gonna break mine today.
We're going to talk to him a little bit about possibility of going back to TNA. But right now, I'd like to talk about your fitness program that you have either developed or worked with the guy that developed this particular...
A to Z, and I never developed it like, you get to the end of your career, God, what am I going to do when I get done? And how can I come up with some kind of fitness program? This was not what happened. What happened was, Danny...
Oh, because my answer for what am I going to do when I was done is blow an island chicks. That's just me.
That's a sweet gig.
Yeah. I can't get paid for it, but I think I can get by.
So the bottom line is, I don't know if you know this, but I didn't start wrestling until I was 35.
Wow.
My career didn't even start to take off till I was 39 when Pro Wrestling Illustrated awarded me Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. And of all Pro Wrestling Illustrated's awards, that's like the shoot one. Because if you look at that list, pretty much 80% of those guys became top guys. And I was still, bottom in the middle. But they saw something. And then in 1996, wrestling blew up, and so did Diamond Dallas Page.
Right.
And I was in the right place at the right time, but a lot of people say, man, you were lucky. I said, well, yeah, you're lucky in the way that preparation met opportunity.
Right.
I worked my ass off to get there. And then 97, 98, man, I was on fire. Pro Wrestling Illustrated again, voted me number 4 wrestler in the world 2 years in a row. Then I ruptured my L4 and L5 so badly that 3 different doctors said my career was over. Now, they can't see us at home, but they...
I can't. It's 4 and 5 right up above his coccyx.
Yeah, and the bottom line is I couldn't bend over. I couldn't get my hands past my knees, and I would have to push myself just to stand up. Now, I had,
And by the way, can I just point out at this juncture that some of the greatest wrestlers, the head of the new TNA, which would be my friend Hulk Hogan, when he's on camera, he just stands the hell up and does his "what you gonna do" thing. But when the cameras start rolling, it takes that man a minute or two to get up. He doesn't have a real part left in him.
Yeah, and
it's a beating these guys take.
People have no idea. I always say you can't fake gravity.
Right, exactly. Exactly. When you're coming off the third rope doing the swanton, which I had the pleasure of doing for TNA in a 6-sided cage. Which, by the way, I don't think in a 6-sided cage there's any reason you had to bang me off all 6 sides. If he's going to suplex me, suplex me. You don't have to bang me off 6 sides of a steel cage first, you bitch. Excuse me, one of your coworkers. I apologize.
Dude, by the way, I caught you on celebrity wrestling. I thought you did a hell of a job.
Thanks, man. I
swear to God, if you didn't get hurt, you'd have had that thing, man.
I'd have had that thing.
But right there, you got hurt.
Oh, I got hurt more than once.
Yeah, I know.
The guy that actually did it very well was the guy, and I hate him. I don't like this cat. 2 things. Rodman can't wrestle. Rodman hurt everybody he went anywhere
I wrestled him. I know.
Did he hit just way too hard to go out of his mind on you?
The first time.
I thought Hogan was going to punch him in the face, and they're friends.
We shot our angle, with me and Malone against Rodman Hogan on the Tonight Show. He never wanted to practice with us. I like Dennis now. I liked him. But he didn't really want to work together, and he didn't really know how to wrestle. Malone, on the other hand, worked his ass off.
Right.
So there's one spot right in the middle of this really long match that we have that he hits, I'm coming off and he hits me wrong. The next time I knocked him on his ass.
Yeah.
Because now it's real. It's not real. It's real.
It's real. It's called receipt, if I'm not mistaken.
And then it starts coming. And then all of a sudden, he did much better during the match. But back to...
Yeah, the fact that you got a broken sternum, we'll slow you down just a little bit. We are talking with Diamond Dallas Page, who has he's a former professional wrestler, but he's created an innovative fitness system that I would like to talk to you about. I just got in a wager with my girlfriend about losing body fat percentage because she doesn't have the weight I have to lose. But I'd like to drop back down to body fat percentage. When I did TNA, I was about 8%. I don't want to do that again because it's too hard to maintain. That's
too much of a
ridiculous. Yeah. But I would like to lose a certain amount of body fat, and I would like to beat her. Well, tell us a little bit, and that's 2 separate things. I'd like to lose body fat and then go home and beat my girlfriend. I'm just that kind of able. But what is it? Tell me about your workout system because I'm really into this.
So before I just want to tell you, when they came to me, I have no. My career's over. I was devastated.
Right.
And around that time, I was still with Kimberly, and she was like, "Why don't you try yoga to heal your body?" I was like, yoga?
I have suggested that to so many boyfriends, yoga or Pilates, and they all laugh in my face.
Well, you know what it means? It means you go out with real men, and by the way, you said so many kind of makes you a tramp. So she's new, and I like you better all the time.
I sort of like her now, too. Yeah, a little more than sort of. So the bottom line is, I'm from the Jersey Shore. I'm right across, right down the street practically, Point Pleasant, New Jersey. That's where I grew up. And yoga was not part of my even element there, but I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck in bed. And she's coming upstairs, from working out, soaking wet, and I'm like, "What are you doing down there? You're like kicking ass with cardio or what? She goes, I'm doing that yoga tape. I'm like, bullshit. You know,
That's good, man.
remember where I was at?
Nicely done.
So, long story short, she said, this could really maybe help you. Nothing else is helping you. You can't work out. You can't train. You can't do anything. So I said, all right, I'll go down and do it. And I got to tell you, Danny, I was blown away by how much yoga, power yoga that I was doing was starting to help my flexibility, and my core strength started to come back. So I was doing it every day. And within 3 weeks, I felt a significant difference. So much so that I started doing it on my own because it wasn't intense enough for me. So I started adding in slow burn, old school calisthenics. I started adding in some Pilates moves. I started adding in some rehabilitation
Where do
moves.
you find a Pilates table big enough for you?
Not a table. They have mat stuff too.
Okay.
And
Tell people, like, I think men don't understand the abs. Everyone wants the washboard abs. I mean, isn't Pilates one of the best ways for dudes to get that?
no, that would be actually YRG, but but Pilates is good. It's a good workout. I only took pieces of it. I took pieces of yoga. I took pieces of mixed martial arts. Then I added what I call the secret sauce, which is dynamic resistance. And what dynamic resistance is, it's the engaging of muscles as you move from one position to another. As you start moving from one position to another.
Now, is this in yoga or just in life? Like you're reaching for the
this-
Coke as hard as you can to get a sip of your
This is when you're doing the workout. Like right now, I'm a little pumped up. All right, my heart rate is
It's 108 beats per minute. Dude,
I'm pumped up.
Wait, so you have like a contraption on your wrist that tells you what your heart rate is at all times?
Yeah.
No, I just put it on because I was coming here and knew I was going to do this. So what I'm going to do?
Now, do you have the kind where you hold it down, or do you have a chest strap on?
Chest strap.
Yeah, I love this. Is that a
Wow.
Palomar? Or?
By the way, the
Look at
girl's
that stomach.
53 years young, baby.
Wow, real nice, dude. Have you seen Sly lately, Sylvester Stallone?
Oh,
He's down to 175 pounds of just shredded 63-year-old.
He's animal. That's super alpha dog.
He's also a pharmacy.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, me either.
The bottom line is what I'm going to do is be flexing my quads now,
Right.
and flexing my glutes. There's two biggest muscles in your body.
You know what's interesting about this right off the bat? Because if you think about it, because I'm 50 years old, I remember when people were dressing up in spandex and it was a hot blonde girl with her hair in a ponytail coming out the back of a hat, or was the guy who was going, okay, now I'm going to flex my glutes. But when you're looking at Diamond Dallas Page, you're going, okay, flex your freaking glutes or this guy's going to kill me.
You know, what's funny you say that because when I say, ladies, you want to hold back the hands of time, flex your glutes. Guys, pretend you're in the joint. You get the same picture. So what I'm going to have you do is flex your quads, flex your glutes, and then have you reach out and grab the ball. And I want you to imagine your body is a fire hydrant. When the fire hydrant comes on, bang, your forearm, bicep,
Jesus
finger.
Christ, dude.
Now, just grab my hand like this, Danny, so you can see how tight that is.
Oh, my God.
That's
Muscles
tight.
on this guy?
Oh, my God.
This is all I do. I don't lift weights. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to move. Let go of my hands, Danny.
Okay, man, let go.
Now I'm going to reach for the sky. I developed this workout for guys
He
originally.
can touch his
Reach for the
phone,
sky,
by the
might
way.
get it.
And this is called touchdown. And as I'm lowering, I'm creating my own resistance. As I'm creating my own resistance, the blood in your heart's got to pump faster to get it to those muscles. So it's jacking your heart rate up.
I'm mesmerized.
Now we're going to the diamond cut. You put your thumbs and index fingers together. You lean back. You bring your arms out to the side of the cross and you hulk it up, brother. Inhale, tension. Shoulders back, chest out. We do that one more time. Diamond cutter, take it back. Now I've only lifted my arms 4 times. My heart rate is 108. At ease. Where's my heart rate right now, Danny?
Jesus Christ! I did my stress test and I was supposed to reach a height of
where's my heart rate?
144.
Oh my God.
144 beats a minute.
Just from that.
103.
Standing still. See, YRG is the first workout that I know of.
What is it? YRG?
YRG.
And how can people get it? How can people buy it? How can people do it? What is it exactly?
YRGfitness.com. Were you going to get another break after a commercial?
That's up to the producer.
Because I got...
No, not really.
All right. I'll tell you what, watch this guy right here while we're talking.
Okay.
This is one of the guys that works with me. His name's Arthur Borman.
Okay, that's not a great commercial endorsement.
Oh, yeah, watch, keep watching, Danny.
He's 300 pounds and has cans. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Whoa.
No, I did. I got it. Did you just help me?
If you go,
I did, but that guy will.
He won't. He shouldn't.
if you go to
You swear.
yrgfitness.com.
Oh no, I was gonna say you swear you're not lying, but look at him. He can barely move. He's 300 pounds and over like 5'9".
I want you to see it again so you really pay attention.
That's amazing. This is YRG we're talking
Showing a
about.
guy his weight loss on your program?
It shows him he doesn't only lose 140
No,
pounds.
he
in
goes
10 months.
jogging, and you can tell it's no joke that he can't move out those cans.
And we're not going to show her too.
You're looking at a disabled cat who is doing whatever it is that Diamond Dallas Page is telling him that he should do, which by the way would be a good move. If Diamond Dallas Page drops by your house and says, go,
You kind of do that.
that's immediately what I would do. What have you said?
So Danny, the bottom line, this guy Arthur Borman, if you go to yrgfitness.com and pull up,
And I will.
There's a video there, full length, that his son documented for, I guess, a 10-month period, but it's 4 minutes. They're calling it the greatest transformation. Arthur Borman, the greatest transformation in fitness history. He went from walking on canes for 15 years, 297 pounds, down 140 pounds in 10 months.
Yeah, but that's the thing on what they used to call snake oil salesman, be on the back saying here's a thing, and they'd pull somebody out of the crowd on canes and cure them right there on the spot. When you see this tape, you don't even suspect that he can't be any taller than I am. And how much do he weigh?
He's 5'6".
He's my height. He's 3'8". It's a whole half inch short. I'm 5'6". But the belly's out. You can tell this is a broken man. That's a broken man to no two ways about it. And then he goes jogging down the street like the cops are after him.
I actually watched the video of Arthur. It's amazing to see because it's all with just the stuff that you're doing. Like he's just doing floor exercises.
But I'll tell you
using
this:
any weights.
when I say somebody is a pharmacy or they didn't do that naturally, I don't know that for a fact. I just say that and stuff, sometimes. But I can tell you, the muscle guys in Flex magazine are roid machines. And I can tell you, standing right next to Dustin Dallas Page. Dustin Diamond, get it? Dustin Diamond, Screech from
Or Diamond Dallas Page. Go with DDP, Danny.
DDP is easier thing. No, I was trying to make a Screech joke and it didn't work out for me. When I tell you that Dallas Page is in the kind of shape you would only hope to be at 30 at 53, it's 100% natural. You can tell the difference totally.
Well, Danny, let me
maybe
ask
some
you.
supplements or something like that, but you're not.
I just eat clean. I eat clean and I eat good. Now, do I still go out and have a kick-ass steak? Do I still go out and have a cocktail? Yeah, I don't abuse it anymore.
Right.
But I take care of my body because I walk the talk. I just don't tell people, you should be doing my program. And the key to the YRG fitness system, people get these tapes and they get these diets or whatever. I give you food plans. I teach you how to eat.
That's YRG.com.
YRGfitness.com.
YRGfitness.com.
You get the DVDs, you get a heart monitor, and you get the program guide that's not only going to teach you how to eat, it's also going to teach you how to set goals. But the coolest thing about it, I got an online community that people are helping support each other that really give a damn.
This has been going on. A couple of people have tried something like this and it just hasn't worked out for them. I worked out when I was, I'll show you off here. I was down to, at the lowest, 3% body fat. And they had me being, it's terrible.
Dude, that's...
Could have shut down my kidneys.
Right.
But they hired me to be one of the trainers on a thing called Pod Fitness. And everybody wanted to train people over the internet and stuff like that. And the big companies never caught on. This, because people know who you are and will go to just check it out, hopefully after hearing this show, and that's yrgfitness.com. You'll see an amazing video and an amazing guy. Now, real quickly, I read that you think, even after just destroying 3 vertebrae, that you've got 10 good matches in you and you're thinking about going to TNA.
I'm not thinking about going there. I would entertain it, and it would only be, me and Bish are best friends. I mean, I'm not,
I almost got in a fight with that guy, and I heard that would have been a terrible mistake. The only guy that didn't look tough to me turns out to be like a 3rd degree black belt champion kickboxer. Great.
First time I ever met him was a pull apart. It was a pull apart.
No, he can be an abrasive dude. He can be an abrasive guy, that Bishop.
Yeah, dude, he is himself.
And now, who would I like Dallas to yell at if he goes back to TNA? Who did that to my poster?
Oh, so Jeff Jarrett was here in the studio like 2 weeks ago.
And defaced my CCW Hulk Hogan poster. So if you do go back, would you mind smacking him right in his head for me?
It'll be the first thing I do.
Thank you.
I took his guitar plenty of times.
I guess more than once. All right, we have had the pleasure of speaking with Diamond Dallas Page, and I want you to know, interestingly enough, I was at the doctor's yesterday, because this is like fairly important. I got pneumonia a year ago, and I just felt it never cleared up, and so I'm all better now finally, but it took like a year to stop hearing that rattling in my chest. So I was at the doctor yesterday, and one of the techs listens to the show all the time, and I said, Diamond Dallas Page is coming on the show tomorrow. They did your insignia, they did this whole thing.
They did a bang?
Yeah, they did it. Scared the hell out of the doctors that didn't know what we were talking about.
What's a self-high five? What's happening?
But you are an absolute legend, and I think people, just for the fun of it, I mean, if people go to this, can they just... You can't tell me that. I just realized something. That guy's also handsome. Okay, this horrible guy that has given up caring about himself, if I may be so brutal, terrible ponytail and an unkempt beard. He just looks like, please God,
Looks like a
strike me
homeless
dead
guy.
so I don't have to go around being this troll on canes anymore. He's like, kind of looks like John Bolaris in this picture at the end, and that's actually a compliment to Bolaris. He looks great, man. That guy looks really good. I think you should check it out. It's yrgfitness.com.
Now, Danny, you know how beat up we get.
Yeah.
Today, at 53, my flexibility has gone from here
If you
from
can touch
there.
the floor, I'm gonna be
Oh,
bumming.
dude, how about
Wow.
this?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
He just folded his entire body.
Do you know anybody, any man besides Bruce Lee that can actually do that?
Now,
No.
this is the other cue. This is core strength. Flexibility is one thing, but being able to take my foot
I can't even do
and
that.
stick it over your head, Danny,
Wow.
and have a
My boyfriend
conversation
wishes
with
I
you.
could do that.
I can put my. This is something you love because you love to work out.
Yeah?
You do 3 second, 5 second, 10-second push-ups. When I go to
All right.
mountains for
On the
10
floor,
seconds,
on the floor.
when I get to 10, I kick this shit up and
Whoa.
hold it there.
He just did like kind of a little handstand.
Wow,
thing
that's a
with
yoga
from
thing
his
where they
chest.
can-
No, that's a YRG thing.
That's a YRG thing. Check out yrgfitness.com. Our guest has been Diamond Dallas Page. It has been an honor and a privilege, and I am going to check this out.
No,
when I
dude,
get
when you
home.
I will send it to you if you'll do it.
I swear to God, I'll do it.
Then you get the
You
card.
might be fighting soon, so this might be what you need.
I actually have been asked by Hulk Hogan to go TNA and do another match against Eric Young, and if I can beat Eric Young, I can move up. And I think I can beat Eric Young. I don't,
Dude,
I don't
if
think
you're
you
going to
beat
be
me by
doing
that
this
much.
at 50 years old, you need to trust me. The guy who started at 35, career didn't take off till I was 40, and I just wrestled actually on an independent show just for fun on January 2nd, which now made 5 decades that I've been in that ring in one way or another. And it was at one point, fans started chanting, "You still got it. You still
Wow,
got it."
awesome, man.
But it's
You
because
still
of this
do.
workout. And I'll help you. I'll get you set up. I'll show you exactly what to do. And you don't have to have 3% body fat.
No, I don't want
It's
3%
more about-
body because you can't get sustain it, and then you start getting all depressed. You're at all of rail thin and cut up and vascular. You're going, oh, I'm getting fat, dude. I'm 7% body fat. A healthy male should be at least 12% body fat.
Absolutely.
And I'm trying to look like this, and I'm getting up to be. He's about 46 at this time, and I went, this is no way to live. You can't live like that. Sylvester Stallone at 63 is only doing this till the movie's over, and then
Right.
he's going to Wendy's, man. So,
or at least in and out.
Diamond Dallas Page, thank you so much for coming. It's YRG Fitness, and from what I have seen here, because you can talk anything you can talk, I can tell you that's a natural body, and it's not the natural body of a 53-year-old, it's the natural body of a 53-year-old that figured out a secret. But anybody in this room, matter of fact, I will give any guy in this room $1,000 cash. If you can do what he just did when he bent over and put his face all the way to his shins, I'll give you $1,000 cash to anybody that can do it without bending their legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of this.
53 with a broken
Yeah.
back.
How about you,
do it?
baby? You got to have some flexibility.
Sometimes I don't chest with
I don't
girls
think I
because
can do
girls do
that.
yoga and stuff.
So Sarah's actually gonna give it a shot now. Are you down?
No, I know her $1,000, wouldn't I?
Except I'm not a man.
Yeah,
said
but
guy.
I did say guy.
Hey, but you got it.
I don't trust chicks, man. They can all do something weird. I know.
But flexibility is youth, Danny.
I know that. I've read that
Flexibility is
everywhere.
youth. Not just in the body and in the mind. I'm talking to a lot of Philly guys out there. If you want to hold back the hands of time like I am, like this guy Arthur, you go to the site, you check it out. And remember, this isn't just for guys. This is for, I got
No, I would do this
chicks.
with my girlfriend, which is kind of a cool thing, is we don't have that many activities together. Mostly it's, get me another drink! Does that count as an activity? No, maybe not. This is something I would do with Amy totally, and I can see that she would do it and be into it. I can see doing this together. That's actually another appeal to it that I didn't think about.
Spin out,
do the light switch thing. You'll have spots
all
to
along
do.
the Downingtown.
Hey, wait a second for me,
Accidents
DDP.
near
Learn
Morgantown,
Yuki after this.
accidents on the extension in
Yuki Washington.
Morgantown and Lansdale.
Sports
What's
Master
fooling,
Town, you guys don't show,
actually
also
what
talk
it's doing here
Philly.
is fooling folks.
What am I doing? Life
Just
coach right
enough
here?
snow
Life
to
coach
make
right
it
here?
slippery, but not enough to actually
Life coach right here?
slow down.
So I-
East on
I
that
don't
Schuylkill
think- Yeah,
Expressway
just a
heading
quick
into Belmont.
solution.
East on 422, an accident now at Royersford. Coming in from New Jersey, north along 295, an accident approaching the 42 freeway. We're live from the studios at CBS 3. I'm Bob Kelly on 94 WYSB.
You know, lucky that Dallas Page guy left when he did, showing off, being all that flex. I was thinking about kicking his ass. Man, imagine he's still right behind me, dude. How do you misplace the 6'5", dude? Thank you. You've been very helpful. No, just kidding. He's still in the room because he's a very cool guy, and I like him. Hey, it's time for Life Coach. Here's a great Life Coach tip. Don't misplace the giant wrestler behind you if you're going to talk smack. Listen, if you have a problem of any kind, I've been through it twice, 3 times, and here's the way this works out. If you learn from your mistakes, and I've made more mistakes than any person in the world, mathematically, I am the smartest man alive. You got yourself in a jam, I will get you out. I am the Life Coach. Relationships, money, finances, whatever it is, I can take care of it for you. Call me right now. I am the Life Coach. 215-592-9494. That's 215-592-9494. Call me right now. The doctor is in.
Good. Then you smile away. This is her first time she's thick below, right? She lost 40 pounds. This is her 6 months later.
Let me tell you something. No way. You swear to God, you're not
My
fucking me at all.
grandmother, brother. This is today. And she's not a kid.
On this.
On only this. Only this.
I hesitate to say the words I'm all over this while looking at my girlfriend, but you know what I mean.
She's a genetic freak, though, too. And then you got people like, and I'm just going to show you this one. This woman goes from 345 pounds to 330 to 215, and she's the next superstar. That's in 1 year, 130 pounds.
Okay.
Absolutely. You got to be hers too. Throw it up.
No flash? Nope. Okay.
Come on.
Just make sure it worked after
I got him.
we leave.
Cool. I'm in, kid.
You still think it's a real person?
Get it?
Yep. Thank you.
That was it. Go to DiamondDallasPage.com. I just started doing the old blog gimmick. So now I got it up there. Go there, subscribe on the thing. There's gonna be some good shit coming out there now. They go to DiamondDallasPage.com and say DDP's blog and hit that, and I'll transfer you over.
You got it.
Hey, will you, I want to get her number too. If I'm going to give this to her. I got to give that to the guys. What's her name? Sarah, right?
Yeah.
Is she on right now?
No.
That's the key.
Yep. You got it. Everything. It's good. It's good.
But I would go do PR for WCW. Which way do we come in?
How do we get out of here?
How do we get out of here, bro?
That's his poor
Alan
name.
Sharp was the
His poor name is
PR
Johnny
guy
D.
back then.
Right.
Hey, God, you got everything in. I can't believe it. It was only like 2 minutes. Now I get the town, the time. Where was that? What the top angles were. That comes from doing radio commercials in the nightclub business. You got a minute to say it all.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you got any water? Bottled water at all?
We don't have bottled water, but we here, I'll show you.
I just need some kind of water.
Yeah.
I left mine in there.
We
Robbie, you want to go eat?
Yeah, definitely. Get some breakfast.
Yeah, absolutely. You know anything around here?
yeah, there's like a small diner.
Is that the diner on the corner?
Yeah.
Okay. What street is that diner on? Do you know? Have you seen us recently? Or?
Yeah, I haven't recently, but I had that in the last 6 months. But
Can you do anything with us?
I've been trying. And I tell you, Lex is doing really good.
Didn't he get in a bad accident?
He had being here. He tweaked his neck because his body went through a lot of stuff, and the tweaking of the neck. He's talking to a pretty girl, and tweaked his friggin' neck, and all of a sudden it shut everything down.
Yeah, I remember reading.
Hey, Lex, have you talked to Lex? Lex is a completely different.
Very religious.